over the years that I have been teaching kids in the age bracket of, let's say, in between 8 to 12, 13, or from the age of, yeah, from the age of 7 to 14, 15, 16, and upward, I've noticed that they find it very difficult to solve quantitative reasoning, especially those in primary school. Let's say basic 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, JS1. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of students find it difficult to solve questions pertaining to quantitative reasoning. And over the years of my teaching experience, over the years of teaching the subjects, I noticed that they lack the basic concepts when it comes to mathematics or quantitative reasoning, which is the concept of the subject of the formula. Here is an example. Here are some samples of some quantitative reasonings of some question that needs to be solved, or it has been solved already. These are samples that I got from a quantitative reasoning textbook. So we have something like this, and I usually tell my students that when they come across quantitative reasoning, they should look at it as a puzzle. They should look at it as if they're playing games like a puzzle. So I will I would love to share the concept of how I go about mine when it comes to teaching it. So So step one is to represent each of the numbers with letters. I'm going to represent this to be A, this to be B, and this to be C. A, B, and C. So next step is how do I derive this B? That is, how is this 6 derived at? How was the 9 derived at? And how was this 4 derived at? You can start from any letters, it doesn't matter, depending on which one you're able to find. So from the look of things, I think we have to find the square root of 9, which is 3, the square root of 2, which is the square root of 4, which is 2. So 3 times 2 will be 6. So I've already gotten how this 9 was derived at. So I'm going to start by writing. So find A. That will be A equals to, sorry, to find B. That will be, to find B equals to the square root of A times the square root of C. So how do we prove it? B equals to, what is the A, which is 9 times, and what is my C, which is 4. So C equals to, square root of 9 is 3. 3 times square root of 4 is 2. C equals to 6. So we were able to derive that C, derive that A, which is the 6. Now, how do we derive it to find A? Now, to find this A, we've gotten one formula. If you're able to get one formula, to get the other formula should be easy. Just make that variable the subject of the formula. So from here now, we have B equals to square root of A times square root of C. Now, how do we make A the subject of the formula? Step one, since this equation are made up of two sides, we have the left hand side and the right hand side, which is separated by an equation, by an equals to. So step one, because whatever you want to make the subject of the formula, it should always be at the on the left hand side of the equation. But in this our case, my A is on the right hand side, so I have to swap. We need to swap. That is, everything that is on the right should be moved to the left, and the one on the left should be moved to the right. So by swapping it, it becomes A times square root of C equals to B. So after swapping, we have to make the square root of A to be alone. So I want A to be the subject of the formula, but this A is not alone. It is together with the square root sign. So it is still going to be attached to it. So that will be square root of A equals to what variable is in front of this equals to, which is B. So if this times square root of C is moving from the right hand side of the equation to the left hand side, this multiplication changes to division. That will be B divided by square root of C. Or you can write it this way: A square root of A equals to B divided by square root of C, which is still the same. So if I want A to be the subject of the formula, how do I eradicate the square root? That will be, so I need to divert a bit here. For which now, if I should have square root of B equals to 9, if I want this B to be alone, if I want the B to be the subject of the formula, so that will be B equals to, if I am moving the square root sign to the other side of the equation, it changes to power of 2. So my B becomes 9 times 9. 9 power 2 is 9 times 9, which becomes 81. Another way to look at it is, if I should have the, let's say, if the cube root of y is 2 now, and I want to make y the subject of the formula. For us to eradicate this cube root, it's going to be y equals to 2. Cube root changes to power 3. That will be 2 times 2 times 2. So my y becomes 8. So we have to apply the same concept here. So we have the square root of a equals to b divided by square root of c. So how do I make a the subject for the formula? So for us to eradicate this square root sign, it's going to be a equals to the square root sign changes to power 2 when I'm moving into the other side of the equation. So that will be b divided by square root of c, everything into the bracket of 2. Now let us prove if using the formula will make us to arrive at a to be 9. So if my a is what is b? My b is 6. My b in the question is 6. So that will be 6 divided by square root of what is my c? My c is 4. So square root of 4. Everything raised to the power of 2. So remember in our board mass, when solving mathematics, when you have order of operations, the the equations in the bracket needs to be simplified first. So that will be 6 divided by what is the square root of 4? Which is 2. Everything raised to the power of 2. We need to simplify what is in the bracket. So 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. 3 raised to the power of 2. 3 raised to the power of 2, that's 3 times 3, 9. So that is how this 9 is derived as, which is a. So it simply means that this formula is correct for solving for a. This is the formula for solving for letter B. And the last but not the least, which is the letter C. How do we derive that letter C? Now, still using the same, we can either derive it from formula, like from this formula or from this formula. So let's use the basic here. So that you understand the way more of like we're going to check other questions related to subject of the formula. So we have b equals to square root of a times square root of c. So we have to look for c. So remember that whenever you want to make something to be the subject of the formula, it has to be on the left hand side of the equation. So this equation is made up of two parts. We have the left hand side and the right hand side, which is separated by the equals to sign. So step one is to swap. We have to swap by moving everything on the right hand side to the left, and that's the ones on the left to the right. So that will be square root of a times square root of c equals to b. So I want c to be the subject of the formula, so I'm going to write square root of c equals to what is that variable standing in front of the equation sign, which is b. Then how do I move this square root of a to the other side of the equation? So that will be divided by square root of a. In other words, that should be square root of c equals to b divided by square root of a. So if I want to make C the substitution formula, how do I eradicate the square root sign? Remember what I solved earlier when I divided it. So C becomes B divided by square root of A, everything power 2, because if we have to eradicate the square root of changes to power 2. Now let us prove if using this formula will make us arrive at 4, which is one of some period. C equals to what is the b in the question? The b in the question is 6. Now, 6 divided by square root of 8. What's the square root of 8? My e is 9. Everything into the power of 2. So we need to simplify everything that is in the bracket first using the BODMAS operation. So that will be 6 divided by what is my square root of 3? 9, that's 3. Everything raised power of 2. 6 divided by 3 that will be 2. 2 divided by 2 power 2. So 2 power 2 is 2 times 2, which is 4. So that is how this C. That is how the 4 is derived at, which is this question. So in this synchronized video, I'm going to be dropping some assessments for you to solve, and such assessments are coming with options so that you can assess yourself. And if you're an adult or if you're a parent with kids that are struggling in mathematics, I will kindly ask you to recommend these videos for your kids for them to like brush up their mathematical foundation. Thank you. Now here are some assessment that you can try on your own. So question one says 81, 81, 18 then box. So like I said, represent it to be A, represent it to be B, and represent it to be C. So it means that from the question, C is missing. So you have to use the formula for C to solve your question, which is this formula to solve the question for C. Question two, we have your A, B, and C. B is missing here, so you have to apply the formula for A to solve question two, which are the options. And number three, we have something like this, and question four is this.